Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, or almost. This is running before January 1st.
Yeah, it's the last podcast of the year of 2025.
Wow. To me, this was the quickest year ever.
I completely agree. Like,
what happened to this year?
I don't, and I feel like every year everyone says that. And
no. This one was extra special.
Like, scary fast. Like, I can't believe that I moved this year.
I know.
Like, I feel like I just got there and we're already up on a year. Yeah, I don't know where it's gone.
I don't either. I think a lot of people are probably feeling the same way, sort of doing that year in review.
Yeah.
And wondering, wow. And this doesn't apply to you, but this applies to me. Because when you get older, it goes faster.
Which
and if you think I was going to say year, that should freak you out.
So scary if that's the case, because which I definitely feel as I'm getting older, it's going faster, but I can't even imagine.
I know
it going any faster than it already is.
Yeah, it is. And then you've got that temptation to, because they go so quickly, well, I've got to do as much as I can do. I need to maximize.
Yeah.
And I need to do as much as I can do.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you don't want to overdo and overstress. And I think that leads to the feeling of the gas pedal being hit too. And this has been kind of a crazy busy year for us.
Beyond busy, beyond crazy. And I mean, I think everyone always goes back to being like, life's short, live in the moment, do it. But it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, can we do it all? But then also, like, life is short because this is going by so fast. Like, it's so insane. And I can't even imagine too, like, even for you, like, as a mom, how fast I feel like even that must have gone, because now that I have a nephew and I'm like, he was born yesterday. What do you mean he's starting preschool next year? Like, I can't even imagine. That's not even my own. So
I know. It's unfathomable. And I remember, it's so funny you bring that up, because I remember my mother always telling me that.
Yeah.
That when you have a child, time just operates by a different calendar. And 1 minute you've birthed them and you remember that moment like it was yesterday. Yeah. And the next minute they're an adult in their own apartment. And it's like, how? Oh my gosh. How?
Picturing my nephew as an adult
or as an apartment.
Oh my God, I will actually start crying. Okay, but let's focus on you and the year. And you guys know I'm always here to ask the juicy questions.
Oh boy. I didn't even realize this was an Ask the Juicy Question kind of podcast.
We love juicy questions. This is not exactly juicy, but it is fun. So I can't believe we're wrapping up another year. And so I thought it would be so fun to just kind of, I feel sometimes when a year goes by, you can reflect and all the things, but you have this very unique opportunity to have your year heavily documented.
Yeah.
Heavily.
I love how you use the word unique and opportunity.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes. And so the special privilege of having it documented.
There we go.
So when people set intentions for the new year or whatever it is, you can kind of loosen them up at the end of the year and then just swipe it under the rug. But you are on camera talking about what you want to do this year.
I don't even know what the heck I said at the start of the year.
And I'm so excited to tell you.
Oh, no. What did I say about the year? And did it come true?
Yes. And so I firstly just want to go through kind of just like a quick highlight reel. I pulled numbers from kind of everything that we've done this year. And I think it's like fascinating to hear out loud and just, pat ourselves on the back, because we did a lot. And so collectively this year, we've received 186.4 million views.
Wow.
You have gained nearly 500,000 new followers this year across platforms. Wow. We've taken 2 international trips with your community this year, published 52 podcast episodes, and got picked up by the insanely huge and successful network, Dear Media. We've published 52 YouTube videos this year. We did not take a break, unlike last year at some points. There was literally not a report I could run that will tell me how many pieces of social media content we posted this year. Every day. So I'd like to say 365 times 3-4 platforms. Yes. So do with that what you will. And we've hosted 3 giveaways this year.
Wow.
And
I feel like this was our busiest. Well,
I would say last year,
last year was.
We had another job last year, but
and we had a podcast tour last year.
Yeah. But
we're crazy.
Extremely.
In a great way.
Yeah, and we're only going to get crazier, you guys. Stay tuned. And so I just want to like hearing all of that, and here I feel like sometimes it's really hard to compute like those big of numbers. That's like these are real people, and there's that many people. And if you think of like a stadium, right? Like even if you go into an arena and it's 20,000 people watching this pop star, and you've had 186.4 million eyes on you this year.
That's great. It's unfathomable. I can't wrap my head around those kinds of numbers. I can't.
Insane.
And it's the first. I don't track this stuff.
I know.
I don't.
It's my job.
It's her job. I'm out of the weeds totally. So I don't know, how I'm doing. You'll kind of tip me off like, yeah, that performed really well. We should do more of these type things.
Yeah.
But I really don't pay attention to the metrics in any way.
Yeah.
All I can say is it's humbling. It's humbling. I've been here for a while, and to think people are still coming.
I was just going to say, like, you've been online for 11 years now, and this year alone, 500,000 more people followed.
I mean, I can't.
It's insane.
It's incredible. It's a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah.
And I don't, as I hear it, and I want to let it settle because I don't want to take that lightly or take it for granted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's an incredible responsibility, right?
Yeah.
To think about these women, a woman. I mean, I it's funny. I always approach it, and I did the same thing when I did the news. I never thought about the mass public out there who was watching. I always thought about the one person in their home and how can I speak to that person in the moment. And so I still try to do that to this day.
Yeah.
So that anything that I say, anything that I may take on, or anything that we choose to bring on this platform, I want to feel like there is going to be a woman at home who's going to be able to receive this, or this is going to meet her where she is. Yeah. So it's exciting for me because it's so much more opportunity to bring all kinds of content to the platform to people who may. And here's the other part too. Sometimes I feel like I've said everything there is to say.
You say that, yeah.
I know.
You've said that to me.
I do. I'm like, Court, what else? How many other ways can I slice and dice this information? But when I hear that, it makes me think, well, wait a second, there may be a lot of new people coming to the equation who haven't heard any of this. Or, they're journeying here for the first time, or maybe they're doing a deep dive into old content and they're kind of catching up. So I have to remember, I tend to think of this as very linear, and I shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the greatest lesson for me, is that this isn't linear. It's very much in motion, and you may gain a lot of people. You may also lose people who no longer resonate with you, who you are, what you have to say. And I would definitely say that I know I've lost some, which is fine. Not everybody's meant to be here for a week, a year, or the long haul, because if they don't feel they're getting from me what they want or need, or maybe they are having a hard time accepting me because of changes that I've made. And that's fine. That's the beauty and freedom of all of this, is that you're free to come and you're free to go. But I'm so grateful more came.
Yeah, me too. And I think the really unique thing about you, especially for your demographic, is that I find that anyone that's in my life that is over 40, over 50, it's like they get very stuck in even just talking about something as, surface level, as we don't like to call it surface level, as like beauty and like the exterior. I feel like just your demographic gets very stuck in doing something the same way forever. And they're doing their makeup the same way forever. And so I feel like when you say like, well, what else? How can I show them again that I did my makeup? I'm like, you're doing your makeup different every day. You're using a new product every day. You're trying something new. I showed up today and I was like, what did you do different? What are we doing? Tell me, what have we do? Like, and so I think that part seems very normal to you. And you're like, oh, it's just this little change. But like to most women, it's if they do that little change, that is probably their first little change in like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You know what I mean? Like switching up one product is like a huge deal. And so I just feel like sometimes you underestimate how unique you are and what you truly like you bring to the platform of, especially again in your demographic that maybe a little stuck.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a really good point. And I sometimes assume that everybody's like me.
Yeah.
We're all playing around with different colors
No,
and,
no.
hair and length and this and that. And,
Yeah.
I guess I do forget that I'm a bit of a unique bird in that way.
Yeah.
So true. I mean, maybe, I'm meeting somebody right where they are and where we need to be.
You always have something new going on to try.
Well, this is true.
Yes. Okay, next I want to go into a little content quiz.
Ooh.
And so I pulled some numbers and statistics that are fun that I think some of them you may know, some of them I don't think you're going to know. So I'm curious. And so what do you think was your most viewed YouTube video in 2025? One that we put out this year.
One that we put out this year. YouTube video. Why do I think it's one with Vic?
Take your guess.
I don't know. Meet My Husband. Was Meet My Husband? No, wait.
It was a podcast.
That was shoot. See, they all blur together.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was it a vlog?
I just need an answer.
I have no answers for you. You're asking a menopausal woman to literally rattle off content. You just named all the content and how much we did, and I'm supposed to hone in.
I did. Just
okay,
one video that comes to mind, most viewed.
Okay, give me a time of year.
Oh, I don't even know if I could tell you that. You know what? You had blonde hair in the video.
Okay, so
I
that
do
was
know
the
that.
beginning of the year. It's something with Vic. That's all I know.
The home tour.
So it's close.
You were.
Okay.
Yes, the home tour was by far the most viewed video this year of everything we've put up. And what do you think is your most viewed YouTube video of all time?
Oh, it's either the makeup facelift or makeup to look 10 years younger.
Makeup to look 10 years younger.
Yeah.
And that's sitting at 12.6 million views.
Wow.
Uploaded in February of 2018.
Wow.
Yes. But the makeup facelift wasn't far behind.
I'll tell you what fascinates me about that is, and I don't know when a majority of those views came in. I know they are still coming in, but there's been a shift, and you've seen it too, in terms of women in midlife and embracing aging. And when I started, everything was anti-aging.
Yeah.
Anti-aging.
Age backwards.
Age in reverse, anti-aging creams, anti-aging makeup. So now I would say probably over the past couple of years, things have shifted more into pro-aging, accept your aging, accept your looks, lean into that. Don't fight it. There's this big cultural trend, but it makes me wonder, right? As we talk about trends, sometimes people will jump on the bandwagon, but what's going on in the heart? In the heart, are we still itching and yearning to shave a few years off, maybe with hair, makeup, and wardrobe?
Yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Even though a lot are claiming online, you know what? Let's just lean into where we are now. I'm sorry. That's me.
I agree. And I always agree with what you say on that topic of just everyone do what they want.
Absolutely.
If you want to look a few years younger, go for it. If you want to look a few years older, go for it. If you want to let your gray hair go, like, who cares? It's when people have something to say about it that it's like wild.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you remember in which month we posted your epic hair transformation?
Oh, it's springtime. So probably March or April.
March. And okay, we have to talk about that for a second because arguably of everything we did this year,
that was the most upsetting.
Caused the most
uproar,
ruckus on the internet, and it's still to this day causing so much controversy.
I know.
And so I just want to know, when we posted that video and the comments started flooding in, do you remember what you were thinking in like the first 24 hours?
Yes, it hit me. It hit me as to why the reaction. The reaction's twofold. Number one, I thought about this a lot because people started sharing this with me. They were like, "You were my short hair go-to. You were the person I went to for style inspiration when I was ready in my life to make a big change, right? When I was ready to do something bold, you were the one whose image or video I would bring into my stylist and say, this is what I want.
Oh yeah, your hair is all over Pinterest. A blonde bob
is
your
everywhere.
Hair coming up.
Yes. Yes. And auburn bob and brown pixie. I mean, I took them and myself on a journey because that's who I am and that's what I did. And I think for a lot of women, they felt like she doesn't look like me anymore. And
Like
she's not
like
my
betrayal.
Right. She's not my short go-to guide for hair. Yeah. And it's like she jumped ship. And I think I understand the psychology behind that.
Yeah.
I get that because my entire news career, practically, and my entire YouTube career, I was the short-haired gal, right?
Yeah. Even at your longest, it was never this close to
I've never had this my entire life. Have I had hair that could grow this long? So I get the psychology behind that. And then comes the judgment or assessment of whether a woman looks older or younger with longer hair. And that started playing into it. And I think
big debate.
Big
And you
debate.
heard both sides.
I've heard both.
Heavily.
Oh, that long hair, it's pulling your face down. It's aging you. Or that long hair just took 10 years off of you.
Yeah.
So I've heard it all. I've
Very
seen it all.
subjective.
Very, very subjective. And here's the other interesting thing too. Because I'd love to do these deep dives because I'm really into the psychological aspect of things.
Yeah.
So when it was getting very emotionally rooted for somebody, I would go and I would click on their profile picture and I would see if they had a hairstyle that was like what I used to wear. And if it was, then it was definitely the betrayal thing. You know, I mean, you can see the allegiance and the alliance to how people feel that you're their representative and now you're no longer their representative. But I will say this, I am the representative of this, of being bold and the blessings that come from bold moves. And for me, this was a huge, bold move. And it was a personal wish because I had always felt, and you and I have talked about this a million times, but I've always felt professionally, especially in the news business, I just think it looks better for an anchor or presenter to have shorter collarbone-ish up hair. Just a couple of reasons. The way the camera crops and frames, the way the super is the title that they put on you. It tends to cut anyway here. So if you've got hairs that are kind of bending one way or the other, it just doesn't look as clean. So I've always preferred the bob on camera. But when I was no longer on camera and in the news business, then I could do whatever the heck I wanted to do. And I thought to myself, well, dang, you know, I've never had long hair. And anytime I've tried to grow it, you know, I've got problem hair, meaning it's like a poodle and it does not like humidity or Texas weather. So I thought, and I was talking to my stylist and she said, well, why don't you try extensions? You get, you know, instant gratification. And yes, it's going to be a lot to work with. And yes, it's a lot to manage, but what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it was the best decision I ever made. Not only for the instant gratification of how I got to see what I had wanted to see, which would have taken about 2 years to get to.
Yeah.
If I even stuck it out and made it.
You wouldn't have.
Which I wouldn't have. You and I both know that. And it also was healthier for my hair because now I only wash and style literally 1 day a week. And it stays. So there was that little underlying surprise that I had no idea. So, but anyway, it's irrelevant, all that. The psychological impact of that and the heat that I had to take from that.
And it's so crazy to say like what was one of our highlights or crazy things of this year?
Hair. Your hair. But is it a surprise?
I mean, it's not, but it's just of everything that we did this year. It's like crazy that that's something that we have to talk about. You know what I mean?
It doesn't surprise me. I know.
So insane.
I know.
Okay. And then 2 more questions with the hair. Do you ever look at pictures with the blonde and consider going back or regret even for a second or if you're like, oh, I did look really good there?
Oh, I liked every look. That's the thing with me. I don't regret any of it. I loved the short blonde. I loved the super short pixie dark brown.
I loved that one too.
Yes, I loved the super short pixie blonde. I loved it all. For me, it's all this fun, fabulous expression. I loved it, but I got to journey it.
Yeah.
I got to enjoy that season, and it was great. I got to experience the god-awful grow out from a pixie into a bob, which then became great tutorial content to help women who want to go from a pixie to a bob. So I got to be that girl. I got to journey all of that with everybody. But here's the thing. I feel like I got to check more boxes than most in that outward expression. Probably more than anybody.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
yes.
I don't know anybody that's done the hair transformations that I've done. And I can't really say there's one where I said, awful or totally not you. I mean, everything that I've done, I think some probably look better than others. But overall, they were all a neat, cool, fun thing to do.
I love it.
Me too.
And last question, yes or no? Because I know, again, I'm trying to ask the questions that everyone's asking.
Yes.
Did Vic make you get your hair long?
No. No, he married me. There's a big photo on the wall. He married a short blonde. Well, not a physically short, but I mean just short-haired blonde. People were like, "What?" No, he married me with short blonde hair.
I see that comment all the time about
Vic. I do too. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, maybe some women are married to men who are pushy in the hair department.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine. Well, I will say this. I know that any man that I have been with in the past has always preferred me with longer hair.
Interesting.
Which I think, and no, I won't say all, because I hear some women with shorter hair and they say, oh, my guy really likes me with my short hairstyle. But overall, most women say that men prefer them with longer hair.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. But was there pressure? Was he a factor in any of this? No.
And honestly, I don't think you could be with someone that wanted to dictate your hair.
Oh,
I think that'd be like your number one deal breaker, like ever in your life.
Exactly. I kind of come to the table with, okay, let me preface. Okay, if you want to love me, you've got to love this. Yeah, because all of this could and most likely is going to change.
100%.
And you've got to be okay with that.
100%.
So.
Okay, so moving on, what do you think was your top performing Instagram post this year? What comes to mind?
It's the 20 things I wish I knew at 30.
Which one?
Oh, it's the I'm in my closet. Right?
Wow,
I'm in my closet.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm in my closet. And it was at the life hacks?
The beauty and fashion hacks.
Beauty and fashion hacks.
Wow, you're good. Yes, that video on Instagram only, not even the other platforms, is currently at over 5 million views.
You know how I know that?
Because it's pinned at the top of your profile.
That's how I know that.
It is up there. I'm like,
it's not because I'm scrolling
She sees it every day. She sees it every day.
Pinned it to the top.
Yes, and what I thought was really interesting that post alone gained 65,000 new followers this year on
From
Instagram.
That post?
From only that post.
Wow.
What podcast do you think had the biggest reaction from listeners?
Probably the one where I was addressing all the haters.
Wow, you are so good.
You know why? Because I'm in the comments.
You are. That one currently sits at over 5,000 comments and nearly 300,000 views on YouTube alone.
Wow.
So that one, I would say that one is the one like I could run into anyone, whether it's a friend, a family member, a person that we've met like one time through doing something. And if they've caught one episode this year,
it's that one.
Yeah. I feel like every person that was coming over here to like be a guest on the podcast, like, I saw the hate comments. And I'm like, oh my God. Like every trip we've been on, they always mention that to me. That was the watched podcast this year.
I'm not surprised because people were seeing the hate coming through and they couldn't believe the level that it had gotten to. And I think the fact that I took the time to address it and actually read out, and I will never call out anybody by name, but read out some of the comments, I think was astonishing for people to hear those words coming out of my mouth. Because it's one of those things where you look at somebody and you think, nobody would ever say that to her face, ever.
And the nice people don't think that, right? Because they're commenting nice things and moving along with their day.
Absolutely.
But it's people, if you lurk, you will find.
Oh, you'll find all kinds of juicy
and
stuff.
yeah, I agree with you saying some of these things, like about yourself or your husband like, or lifestyle. It's like, this is awkward. Like, what? Like, yeah. So it's just like, we see them. We see them.
Yep.
Okay. And last question. What video or post surprised you the most this year with how much it resonated? No wrong answer.
Wow. Anything?
Yeah, just anything that like shocked you of like, wow, I didn't think people were actually going to like watch this or like this as much.
You know what? I struggle with the vlogs. You're just like, vlog a day. I'm like, Court, nobody cares about my day. And you're like, but they do. And I'm like, no, they don't. And I am always shocked if I just kind of vlog a day, and whether it includes getting ready in the morning or maybe making a meal. I am shocked at the level of interest and questions that come from that. It's just, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am.
That's fair. That's a good answer.
Well,
I know you say that all the time. No, there's no right or wrong answer there, but I will speak for the people, and please comment if you have a different answer. That I just feel like the vlogs, it really does. You're always so authentic on camera, but with the vlogs especially, because you're really just vlogging what you're doing. Yeah. Most of them are like really unplanned, like this. It feels like we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's why they really resonate with them, because again, a tutorial, you'll learn something, you guys are chit-chat in the bathroom, whatever, but it's a tiny little glimpse into your bathroom, and that's all they get.
Yeah.
For the day, it's like, oh, wait, I get to spend the weekend with Dom. Like, so fun.
Like they've got better things to do. They don't want to spend the weekend with me.
But if the whole weekend takes up 20 minutes of their day and they feel like they're hanging out with their best online friend.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something I can't wrap my head around it. It's your generation and your world, and you tell me to do it, and I'm like, okay, but I every time I do it, I'm thinking, what? Nobody cares.
I'm trying to get her to vlog once a month, people.
Nobody cares. Oh, you know how the holidays sneak up. Suddenly there are parties, dinners, and events, and you're standing in front of your closet thinking, I have nothing exciting to wear. Well, that's exactly when I reach for Vivrel. It's honestly become my little holiday hack, my way to look pulled together and polished without having to buy something new every single time. Now, if you haven't heard of Vivrel, it's a members-only club where you can borrow designer bags, jewelry, watches, even diamonds. Think of it as like having a luxury closet on standby, one that refreshes constantly so you always have something new to play with. And here's the part that I really love. No return dates. You can keep something as long as you want, swap it when you're ready for a change, or even buy the piece outright for less than anywhere else. Their Classique tier is $139 a month, and honestly, the value is incredible for what you get. Every week, they add millions of dollars worth of new pieces: Dior, Saint Laurent, Prada, Fendi, all the brands that make you feel instantly elevated. Opening that Vivrel box kind of feels like Christmas morning every single time. Use my referral code Flourishing to get your first month of membership completely free. This is the time to join. Go to www.vivrel.com and apply for a membership today using code Flourishing for your first month of membership free. The code will also allow you to skip the Vivrel waitlist. That's VIVRELLE.com. Use code Flourishing for your first month free. You know how we talk a lot on this show about feeling truly well, not just getting through the day, but actually feeling rested, clear, and steady. Between stress, screens, and just everyday life, so many of us struggle with sleep, recovery, and mood. A big piece of that puzzle is magnesium. Most of us are not getting enough from food alone, and a lot of the drugstore options only give you one form of magnesium. The thing is, magnesium actually comes in many forms, and each one helps support your health in different ways: sleep, muscle recovery, brain function, heart and bone health, mood, and so much more. That's why I'm so impressed with Qualia Magnesium Plus. It is a full body magnesium system that combines 10 bioavailable forms of magnesium with over 70 trace minerals to help fuel magnesium support in the body. It's designed for modern living to help you sleep deeper, think more clearly, support muscle strength and recovery, and keep your mood and stress response steady, even support healthy energy metabolism. I've noticed when I'm consistent with it, my evenings feel more grounded and my sleep and recovery just feel great. It's become a part of my nighttime routine, and it's such a simple way to support my body from the inside out. Experience the most trusted magnesium for purity, potency, and performance. Plus, it's non-GMO, vegan, and gluten-free, making it a choice you can feel good about. Go to qualialife.com/flourishing for 50% off. And here's a bonus. Use that code flourishing for an additional 15% off your order. That's qualialife.com/flourishing and use code flourishing. Thanks, Qualia, for sponsoring this episode.
Do you know what I think was one of my content moments this year?
What?
Was, and everyone's going to like kill me for saying this, when we did the Nicki Minaj challenge of you in the stiletto.
Okay. I actually, you know why I love that? See, okay, so this is such case in point. You're making me do it because this is a trending thing. The part about that I love so much was my husband's reactions to everything.
Oh, so good.
Vic just standing there helping me. And then I'm like, should I switch legs? Is that my dominant leg? No. He was, no. Just Mr. One Word answer.
Yep.
And I was cracking up
I'm like,
him.
I'm so sorry, Vic. I'm so sorry for making her do this. I'm like, also, she said yes. She willingly said yes. I showed her a video once, and I think the competitive side in you, you're like,
oh, totally.
I could do that. I could do that too.
And then I'm trying to do it. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, that one, it was a lot. I mean, it looks hard. If you think it's hard, it's 10 times harder than you even think.
That was extraordinarily hard.
That was a tough one.
I was having calf cramps that whole night. I'll have you know. That's the price I paid for that video. You're welcome.
I love it. I loved it so much. Okay, that was a video too. I had friends texting me. I know you did this. I know you were behind this.
Totally.
Like,
Totally. I just want them to know that you're behind a lot of things because I hear from people all the time, oh my gosh, will you just stop recording yourself? You're such a narcissist. It's all about you. And I'm like, no, it's her. She's making
me.
It's not me. I feel awkward doing all of this. I'd like to just sort of hide in a cave and call it a day, but no, she's like, put yourself out there.
Yeah, if you're ever questioning anything, truly just blame it on me because it most likely is.
Thank you. I'm not a narcissist. Really. I'm not self-obsessed. Really. Hard to believe, I
know. Okay, so real quick, we're going to try to get through this quick. Okay. The first podcast this year that we recorded for 2025 was called From Vision to Reality, My Words for 2025 and How to Choose Yours. And I think something really interesting you said was these were the words you wanted to live by, not perfectly, but authentically. And so firstly, I want to know, do you remember those words?
Court, again, you're asking a menopausal woman if she remembers what she said at the start of 2024. No, I don't even remember what I said at the beginning of this podcast.
Okay, got it. Okay. Luckily for you,
have it.
Do.
Okay, awesome for me.
Okay, so the first word you said was balance. You said, well, giving to others enriches our lives. We must not forget to take care of ourselves. And you also said balanced physically as well. And that's something that you wanted to incorporate more into your like physicality. And so just want your thoughts on that. Do you think that you did it? Do you think you were successful? Could you have improved?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it was a good year in that respect. I would say the only thing that made me feel a little off balance and was a little overwhelming, and we talked about this, and I know we're going to talk more about this whole experience because it was so life-changing and touching, not only for me, but the women involved, but the Trova trips, the international travel. I would say the only thing that kind of threw me off balance was having 2 trips in 1 year. It's a lot.
Well, not only was it 2 Trovas, you tacked on a trip to the Ireland trip.
Oh gosh, that's right.
So that's was right.
I was with Vic in England for his work, and then we did Paris for 5 days as a belated honeymoon, and then it was Ireland. Yeah, it's been a lot of travel, and international travel. And Court, I'm an old woman, so these things are hard on me. So that made me feel a little tired and overwhelmed, and I said to you, you know what, maybe we just do 1 trip. 1 a year is good. And especially trying to balance other things. We do have some exciting things coming down the pipeline.
We do.
Which is neat. So in that regard, everything else I would say is perfectly balanced. One thing that I love is that Vic works a lot on weekends because he travels and does conventions and Comic-Cons and all of that. And because of this job, which is so free and flexible and I love, I can do a lot of my shooting on the weekends.
Yes.
So while he's gone, I shoot and then we have all this wonderful playtime together, which is amazing.
You guys kind of both work more so on the weekends.
We really do.
I mean, yeah, there's things here and there, and you and I touch base pretty much every day.
Yeah.
But the bulk of what you guys do.
I'm usually sending stuff to you on Sunday.
All
Sunday
weekend.
night. I'm like, here's this, here's that, here's
All
content.
weekend.
All weekend I'm sending you stuff. And I'm like, don't look at it.
She always says,
don't
I don't need a
Don't look
response.
at it. Don't respond. Just know that it's here waiting for you Monday morning. Other balance in life. Physical balance, yes. I think I did achieve that this year. Last year was a lot working at Merit and doing this, and I was tired, and I just didn't have a lot of time in the day to take care of myself physically. So I feel like I've really incorporated my walking.
Yeah.
So I do that all the time. I mean, at least 5 days a week. And I still do, mat workouts and at-home workouts and a yoga class. And now I've joined a gym. So I'm really excited about that because I felt like the weight workouts that I was doing at home, while they were great, they weren't intense enough. So I needed a place that offered me that kind of intensity as well as community, which is really important being in a new place as well. So yes, balance there.
Good. Okay, the next word that you used is boundaries. And you said boundaries are not walls, they are bridges. They are the lines that we draw to protect our time, our energy, and well-being, allowing us to show up fully for the people and causes that we care about. What are your thoughts?
It's interesting. Back then, I thought of boundaries more as something to protect my time.
When you say back then, like the beginning of the
beginning
year?
of the year,
Oh, okay.
because you're grabbing all that information
Yeah.
from what I said at the start of this year. I would say now, and it's so funny because there's a big reframe on that, and I think I've done a good job in protecting my time, and especially letting go of one job and now doing this. I have more time, so I don't feel like I'm so spent and put out. Boundaries for me took on a whole new meaning this year in terms of, let's just say, emotional impact of the culture and where it's going. I get saddened, even though I have really, really thick skin and I've heard it all, I've seen it all. I'm like, okay, say what you want to say. I'm just saddened about where culture is going and where people are going. And it's not a good place. It just isn't. So the boundaries that have been erected are those that protect my heart from the darkness that I see around me. And I can't let it permeate, and I can't let it affect, and I can't let it dim the light. So I would say for me, the boundary has been this separation that has taken place of feeling like I need to fix the world and feeling like, I need to put out a community standard of how we're going to be on this platform. And you know what? I know how I'm going to be in this life, and I know how 99% of women are going to be in this life.
Yeah.
We can't control the 1 or 2% who are not going to adhere to a kind, ethical, moral, godly standard. And I'm just not going to make it my mission to try to fix it or challenge it. You know what? You need to work on you. That's it. So that's the boundary.
Yeah. I feel like in certain instances, it's like finally kind of understanding the meaning of like ignorance is bliss. Sometimes it's just like you just don't have to know everything. You don't have to see everything. Like it's okay just to be okay with what you don't know. Or what you don't see. Or
but the thing is that I'm going to see it because, again, I'm in the comments. I'm present. That's why I'm here. I'm present. So I'm going to see it. But here's a great example. I remember I screen capped something not long ago and I sent it to you. I'm like, oh my gosh, LOL, can you believe this? And so the perspective is just very different. It's now just like, oh my gosh, haha, that was a wild one, whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last word you used was servitude, and you said true servitude is rooted in humility, compassion, and God's will. Servitude isn't about losing ourselves in the process. It's about serving from a place of strength and intention, ensuring that our contributions serve not only others, but ourselves as well. So talk to me in what ways that you feel like you've lived up to that this year.
Well,
or maybe you haven't.
You know what? I feel like the content for the most part is in servitude.
Yeah, you say that a lot. Yeah,
I do. I feel, and when we are booking guests and the types of content that we're going to have on this show, I'm always thinking about the woman who could really use this expert's information. Yeah. How can he or she enhance her life, open her eyes, expose her to something that maybe she hadn't considered? Maybe it's just a great story that somebody's sharing. This platform for me is in servitude. Period. Yeah. This isn't for me. Mm-hmm. This is for you. And we're always looking for ways to make it better, make it bigger, make it more interesting, cover more bases, interesting topics, right? So I feel like my business and my work and even the YouTube, even just makeup tutorials,
beyond
in servitude. Yes. How can I help you? How can I show you something that maybe you haven't seen before?
Yeah.
And then in my day-to-day life, just through my church, tithing, offering my time. Vic right now is serving, and he's working on the worship team and being a technical director, and he's played keys. And so we're very much plugged into our church home as well. So that's another really good way. But I'm always looking for opportunities.
Yeah, love it. Okay, so a couple questions just to dig a little deeper into moments this year. What do you feel is your biggest personal growth moment, something that you've learned or changed your approach maybe in your life or work?
My biggest personal growth moment probably would be this boldness. I think this year has been kind of an example of some big, bold moves. Now, I mean, people would say your whole life has been an example of that. But the things that stand out to me and the things that I have probably faced the most challenge with, or the most heat or controversy, if you should call it, is the hair, changing of the hair, and speaking more about faith. Mm-hmm. Those things, faith is not always a popular subject, and it can most certainly spark emotion and controversy, and be it as it may, I can't be honest if I don't share what it is that's moving me to be who I am. If I can't honor and share that current that is running through me, then I am lying. This is not all on me. These are thoughts, these are seeds that are planted in me that I'm honoring. And I have to talk about, my belief system is very, very much a part of directions, decisions, my personal life that people see with my husband. So I just can't, and it's not that I hid it before, but I wasn't so eager or maybe ready or able to articulate it.
Even it's evolved with you, right? Has. Like you weren't talking about it as much before, not because you didn't believe as much, but I feel like you've had like this growth even in your faith.
Completely.
You know what I mean? And so it's like if anyone's noticing that, it's like it's because it's happening.
Because it's happening.
It's real life, truly,
It's exactly right. Exactly right. And for me, that's kind of exciting to share because I think people have these ideas that you've got to have this with you your whole life, or you need to have this with you as a child, and then it just kind of grows or whatever. I was a non-believer up until I was 38. And, I've talked about my journey, and then I became a believer, but it was a slow burn, slowly attending church and all of that. But really my time with Vic and his level of knowledge of scripture, my time also just being planted where we are in church and finding a church home where you've got a pastor and you have a message and a community that really, really resonates. A Bible-based church where you are learning things and you are with believers and you are lifting one another up. That's, there's a movement and there's a revival that is happening out there, and I'm seeing it in the younger generation, and it gives me so much hope and so much peace. But it's all of these things working together. And I would be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about it, because I want to encourage any woman who maybe has lost her faith journey or hasn't really practiced it or has dropped it or is questioning it or is whatever, that at any minute you can step in. At any minute you can plug into the Bible. You can plug into devotionals. You can plug into a community of believers, at any minute, and you can change your life.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so eager to share it. Now, if that doesn't land well on a lot of people, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Then maybe you're not my people, That's how I feel. Maybe there are more people out there who want to hear more of that. Not to say that this whole channel is all preachy.
Yeah, like it's like all of a sudden just like 100% faith channel. It's just as much as it's sprinkled into your life. I feel like you sprinkle it in where it's appropriate.
Where and when.
If that seems like more, then again, I feel like you're not going to start preaching during a makeup tutorial, right?
No.
But it's like if we're talking about a serious subject that has to do with life, and there's a Bible verse that resonates with you or that just comes to mind. You're going to say it.
I'm going to say it.
So
I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
So I think to kind of get back to your question, personal growth moment, that, and then feeling at peace and not only comfortable, but moved to articulate that boldness to come out knowing that I'm going to catch heat for it.
Yeah.
And also the boldness of moving forward with this hair decision to do something for me.
Yeah.
Not quite realizing how much heat I was going to catch, but catching heat and moving through that. I feel blessed.
Yeah.
I feel blessed for making these bold leaps.
Yeah, for sure. And what has been your favorite collaboration, project, podcast guest, whatever comes to mind this year?
I mean, if you can call the Trova trips with the audience a collaboration, I think that would be it.
Yeah.
That's the most impactful thing
beyond
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes. What has been your most meaningful message from a follower this year? And I will tell you guys, I did warn her on this question because I knew she'd have to think about it.
I'd have to look. I receive beautiful just messages from women all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And none is greater or better than the other. They all touch me because in some way I've touched them.
Yeah.
And I'm humbled and grateful by that. But this encapsulates what we have seen from all three of the Trova trips that we've done. So the Grease Girls, as they're affectionately called, they just had a reunion trip in Atlanta, which is so neat. So as a group, they have all stayed in touch through, what are they using?
Like WhatsApp
or something. They've all stayed in touch. They communicate, they say, every single week. Yeah. They are in each other's lives like thick as thieves. I mean, literally midlife best friends. When I tell you these women came together, they came together. So they had, and we were invited to the reunion.
They organized a trip all on their own.
All on their own. They got together in Atlanta, and we had a conflict with our schedules.
I think it was wildly close to the Bali trip.
That's what it was. We couldn't do it.
Both.
We couldn't do it. But what they did was they FaceTimed us at the end. And can I tell you how beautiful it was seeing all of them together, laughing and partying and having the time of their lives. But what I could tell also was I could see, because we got together October of last year, so it's a year, basically.
Yep.
I could see the difference
in
some women in how they carried themselves, how they spoke, just everything about them. They were like new women.
Yes.
New women.
Yes.
So one of them reached out and said, would you mind sharing your home mailing address? We have something to send to you. So I said, sure. So they did. And I won't read all of this, but it is literally every one of them. Every one of them wrote something. And when okay, let me just read this. Dear Dominique, we are writing you from Atlanta, Georgia, where we met up 1 year after our adventures in Greece. We have kept in touch this year, celebrating each other's wins and supporting one another through the trials, and we've created a sisterhood that will last forever. We have you to thank for bringing us together, and us to thank for being bold enough to sign up for that first trip to Greece. It has changed our lives forever. How blessed we are to have one another. women supporting women, and how grateful we are that you are what you promote and share. We just wanted to drop you a note with our love. Love, Christy. And then she put a quote, powerful women don't fear other women shining. They turn up the lights. And then another one, Dom. They all call me Dom because you call me Dom. Dom, you have changed our life forever. Thank you for being the vessel that brought these ladies in my life. Best dang girl gang. And on and on and on it goes. And when I tell you, and we witnessed it. We witnessed it at the end of that trip. After 1 week, the tears, the sadness of everybody departing, the level of connection. The Ireland trip, a group of gals, there's one in Midlothian, one from Houston, and another one who's in Washington State. The four of us were able to get together at the one who lives in Midlothian, which is like 35 miles from me. And we did a girls' weekend together. Yeah. She's starting a business and is doing things in her life based on the encouragement from this trip and the women. And then the things that we experienced in Bali together.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We haven't had enough time to get together with anyone from Bali yet, but...
It's profound, honestly.
I had tears at the end of Bali. I was like, oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah. For so many different reasons. I am moved. What a great word, vessel. If I am the vessel. Yeah. And all they did, well, and it's a big all, but yes.
Just
said yes.
Said yes.
I'm going to abandon fear and I'm going to roll the dice on me.
Yeah. It's truly incredible.
Incredible. You know that classic airport chaos moment? You're balancing a cup of coffee in one hand, a bottle of water in the other. Your phone's down to 2%, and you're trying to fish your laptop out of your bag in the TSA line while everybody behind you is sighing. Most luggage is just a box on wheels. Nothing about it makes travel easier. That's why I'm so into Noble, my all-in-one carry-on. This bag was clearly designed by somebody who has lived that travel struggle. First off, they have built a flip-out cup holder right into the luggage. Total lifesaver in lines, at the gate, or just when you need someplace to park your coffee. There's also a built-in charging port, so you are not crawling under a random outlet at the gate. And that front laptop pocket that makes TSA such a breeze, no more mini panic attacks when the line judges you. The 360-degree wheels glide right beside you instead of dragging behind like an anchor. And here's what really sets it apart. Noble has no zipper at all. It locks shut with a latch system that can't be pried open. You'd be shocked at how many times bags get broken into with just a ballpoint pen through the zipper. This completely removes that worry. I love the sleek, minimalistic style that I picked. It's one of those bags that actually turns heads at the airport. Even if you're not flying first class, your luggage is going to look like it. Noble gives you real travel peace of mind, security, design, and convenience all in one. They sell out fast, so get it while you can. Upgrade to luggage that looks better, lasts longer, and travels smarter. For a limited time, Noble is having the biggest sale they've ever done. Head to nobletravel.com for up to 58% off your entire order. That's NOBLtravel.com for up to 58% off. After your purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Ever had one of those days where your brain just feels foggy? You're hopping from call to call, juggling a dozen decisions, and somewhere around 3 p.m., it feels like your focus has left the building. I've been there, trying to power through with another cup of coffee, only to end up jittery and then crashing an hour later. That's why I've been loving Nature's Sunshine Brain Edge. It's a clean, plant-powered drink mix that helps you feel focused and clear-headed without that caffeine roller coaster. It combines hand-harvested yerba mate, a natural source of smooth energy, with powerful nootropics that support memory, focus, and cognitive performance. I've been using it before recording days and during those long creative stretches when I need my mind sharp. It just gives me that calm, steady clarity. No crash, no racing heart, just focus that actually lasts. And I love that it's sourced with purpose. The yerba mate is wild harvested by indigenous communities in the South American rainforest, and Nature's Sunshine has over 50 years of experience sourcing the purest, most potent ingredients from nature. So don't fight through that foggy feeling and being lethargic. Ignite your mental performance with Brain Edge.
Nature's Sunshine is offering 20% off your first order plus free shipping. Go to naturesunshine.com and use the code Flourishing at checkout. That's code Flourishing at naturesunshine.com.
Okay, the next question. What do you think has been the best or the funniest or the most unexpected behind the scenes surprise from either filming, traveling, a team thing?
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot that came to mind, but I ahead of this I texted Dom and was like, I'm gonna ask you this, but can we tell?
We have to tell it without naming. We can't name names. Okay, I have to be very sensitive about this, but it was really weird.
Yeah, and I mean, looking back, we can laugh, but at the time, it was like,
it kind of freaked me out.
What is happening?
So, okay.
And honestly, this happened in Bali.
Yeah.
And everything's okay. It was so okay. Everyone was fine. But I still feel like there's some women on that Bali trip that probably have no idea the story.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be hearing this for the first time. And they'll be like, wait, what was happening? Okay. So when we put out the announcement that these trips are going live, it's, for women. And we don't have age ranges, right? It's for women, but generally on average, women in midlife. I mean, We've had 40s through 70s.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty fair. 40s through 70s. And Bali filled up, and then there were a couple of people on the wait list. So we had, and this always happens on every trip, somebody who signs up for whatever reason, whether, financially they're at a place where they can't do it or something happens with their schedule. We have some people cancel.
Yeah.
And we have a extensive wait list.
Yes.
So there are always people at the ready.
Yep.
So we notify the wait list and somebody hopped on, but they reached out, right? Asking if they could bring a child.
Yes.
And I remember you reached out to me. You're like, that was kind of like, interesting.
I was like, I personally don't think so, but if you think it's okay. And we've just decided it's not the trip for it, right? This is the trip for women to be choosing themselves. And it's like maybe they're one time in life that they're selfish a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, this is not the space, not the trip. There's so many other things you could do with your kids. This is like the one thing.
Well, and what goes through my mind is that there are many women who may have children and they have chosen to leave the family and leave the children in the care of their husband or a parent or whatever to take this time for themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that might hurt. If I'm a mom and I'm not with my kids and then I see a mom with her child, it's not the same experience. It's a disruptor.
Then everyone's going to want to help with the kid and just feel like an obligation to help because she's a mom by herself. There's just so many
changes
reasons.
The dynamic. You reached out, or Trova reached out.
Trova reached out to me. I gave them an answer to send to her.
Right.
And we just very tastefully, I could pull up the email and said just like, hey, this is a trip just for midlife women only. It's just not an appropriate trip for a child. So if you wish to come alone, we'd love to have you. If not, totally understand. Right. And so that's what we thought that was the end of the story.
So go ahead, pick it up from there.
So we get on the trip, and night one is always the welcome dinner. It's nothing during the day because people are still coming in from traveling, or if they came in the night before, they're like recovering the next day. So night one, always the welcome dinner. And I remember we got a message in the group chat that was just like, hey, I have other plans and like won't be attending the welcome dinner, which again, throughout the whole trip, we're so okay. If you want to opt out of something, if you're too tired, if you're scared, whatever the reason, like you can just not do something. You want to leave something early, like so you're always like, this trip is for you. Like whatever is going to serve you today, do it. But that was the first that someone's going to say no to the welcome dinner. Like we're just going out to dinner and you don't know anybody. So how are like, it's just such a key moment to not come. And also I just like everyone's so excited to even like meet you and like
it was an odd thing.
It was odd. So it just threw us off but we went about and we're like, okay, cool. See you tomorrow. Like no, everything's fine. And at that point nobody knew on the trip because nobody knew anybody. So nobody knew like someone was missing.
And then I reached out to her because we're all connected via the Trova trip message.
Yeah, a private message.
Yeah, private message. And so I messaged her. I remember saying, we missed you.
Yeah,
you know,
hope everything's okay.
Hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
You know, blah blah blah. And I don't think I heard.
I don't think so.
Anything.
And then the next day, we were going to the monkey forest, and we got told that she was going to be late, and she asked if she could come late. To which our tour guide, who was fabulous, and he was like overly accommodating.
Oh my
to
gosh,
everybody.
he was trying everything.
And he was just like, hey, it's not really an option to show up late because we're going to be deep into the forest. Like, there's no way for me to like get your ticket to you and find you and you stay with the group. Like, it's really not an option. And so she doesn't show up that day at all. And then when we got back to the resort that night, we got told that
Surya came to us.
Staff, she checked into her hotel room. One.
Oh, yeah. She was supposed to have a roommate.
And then she just told that roommate that she was getting her own room.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, that she came with a child.
We found that out. That was confirmed by hotel staff. She didn't even tell us that.
No.
So it was becoming this whole sort of inquiry, investigation of what's going on, and nobody's hearing anything direct.
Yes.
It was odd.
And so then our tour guide just kind of told her, like, hey, like, I need to see you face to face. Like, you are my responsibility.
Yes.
I need to make sure that you're okay. Like, can you meet me in the lobby? And this was, I think, the next day. And she said, okay, it's 6 p.m. So we ended up getting back to the hotel at 6 p.m. And I think she made him wait like over an hour.
Yeah.
Until she showed up. And
you and I never saw her.
No. And like the weirdest thing is that I remember it was me, you, my cousin, and Vic. We were downstairs eating. And at the same time, he was right above us meeting her. And we were like, crazy. Why didn't you tell us? We would have came. We would have like wanted to like see her or say hi to her or something. And so, yeah, I guess long story short, we did not see her the entire trip. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew who she was.
She had a child.
Yeah, she had a child with her. Mm-hmm. I had a funny moment in the hotel. I was just, me and my cousin were like, oh my gosh, what if this and what if that and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden our hotel phone rang.
You creeped yourself out.
We jumped a mile. She's like, oh my gosh. And then I answered the phone. I'm like, hello? And then I looked at my cousin. I'm like, it's her. She's like, shut up. It was just the hotel asking if we were okay.
My gosh.
That was...
We did find out she came from an Eastern European country.
Yes.
Which then the journalist in me starts kicking in. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Is there a story? Now I'm thinking, is she running from something? Is she trying to protect her kid from something? You know, is there some bad...
Does her kid need protecting?
Yes,
is she kidnapped? Like, there's so
what's
many...
going on?
Yeah.
So I just got very, very concerned, and it was such a odd situation. I mean, it all resolved.
Yes.
And, you know, she was fine, and she was communicating through, I guess, Surya and through Trova, but did not interact with us in any way. And it was just, it made me, it was weird. First of all, we've never had anything like that.
No.
But then it made me really, really sad because first of all, I don't know her reason for doing that, and it couldn't have been coming from a good place. So I felt bad for her and for the child. I mean, I don't know what their situation was or what was going on, or if the child was even aware of maybe what she was doing. Who knows what. But then I also felt really bad because there were so many women on the wait list who wanted the experience that these other ladies had. And
she could have just, I mean, she really could have just gone to Bali by herself and not signed up for the trip, because the whole point of signing up for the trip is to meet you and to have the experience. Yes, you want to go to the country, but like I think everyone that's gone on a trip would say the experience of doing it together and having and meeting people, that is like the true reason why you're signing up. And it's still a mystery to this
unless
day.
the signing up for the trip was a cover for something.
That was our other conspiracy.
I don't know.
We had quite a few.
I just, you know what, wherever she is, I hope and pray that she and her child are okay.
And you know that if you guys watched the video at the end when everyone was together in the matching shirts, Dom said a prayer, and I thought it was so incredible that you even thought of her in that moment, and you were like, you know, we're going to pray for her, because regardless of what's happening, even if it's so innocent, there was a reason why she didn't join the group.
Absolutely.
And so we're gonna pray that she's okay and that whatever is happening, she gets through it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Wild.
But you never would have known that.
And no, that was, but boy, the chatter in the group was toward the end was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh, yes. And we kept it like to a minimum the whole trip.
Yes.
And then eventually everyone was chatting.
Oh boy.
Okay, very quick questions to run through. I want short answers.
Yes, ma'am.
One word that sums up 2025.
Awesome.
Okay, great. I love it. What was your favorite piece of content this year?
The vlogs from the trips.
Yeah.
The vlogs from the trips. And big thank you to my husband, by the way, who does a beautiful job shooting those because his footage is great.
Amazing.
Sorry, that's way more than one word.
What are you letting go of going into 2026?
I don't know. I guess I can't say I'm letting go of anything new. I just continued release of others' judgment or expectations.
Yeah. And any theme, mantras, or goals going into 2026?
Yes. But we
care
can't
to
talk
share?
about it. Well,
Not yet? Okay. Well, we'll save it for the New Year's episode.
yeah.
Okay.
We have some ideas. I hope you will feel some exciting things coming up in 2026.
Yeah.
Some neat opportunities, new things that we're working on, but still maintaining balance. We are doing another Trova trip. We're going to Portugal.
Yes, that we can say.
That we can say, and we're just amazingly excited about that. I know a lot of people who have been to Portugal, it's like becoming the destination. It's becoming a really, really neat spot to see. Not like Portugal hasn't been cool before, but I think it's getting discovered or rediscovered.
Yeah.
Very excited about our itinerary and
love
that
it.
opportunity.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go, I put together a little something. Okay. So,
What's on your laptop?
no, it's not a pregnancy announcement.
Darn it. Wait, you're not married. So thank God.
Thank God. Just kidding. Okay, so I don't know. I just felt that just going through all of this, and I feel like you spoke to it even today. Sometimes I don't think you really understand the impact that you have and the amount of lives that you touch. And so I just reached out to some of our friends and just put together this small little thing of people wanting to love on you. Aww. So just watch.
A little over a year ago, I met with you in person in Greece and had the trip of a lifetime. And more importantly, created a connection with women that has sustained us over the last year. And we just got back from traveling together in Georgia and are in the midst of planning our next trip together. So the creation of this sisterhood was nothing that I would have expected to happen as a result of just saying yes to a trip to Greece. I've also had the incredible opportunity to spend a little bit more of an intimate weekend with you. And again, I think back to that weekend of being in Dallas and recording the podcast and laughing about the silliest of things and enjoying myself so much being in your company.
That weekend was this year.
You are a remarkable human
the beginning
being,
of this year.
and I remain incredibly grateful to have had the privilege to meet you, to spend time with you, to have the benefits of spending time with you, and that is friendship and fun and laughter and joy and silliness and all of that. So I wish you a terrific 2026. I love you.
Hi, I'm Joanna Stiles. I'm 53 from England. I met Dominique this year on the island trip. Her words and encouragement made me come home a stronger and more confident person. Her content reinforces that in me every day. I feel like I can achieve anything. Happy New Year, Dominique. I really hope I get to see you again one day.
Me too.
My name is Jenny Breen. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm 49 years old on the cusp of turning 50. I've known about Dominique for over 20 years. When she was on the news here in Houston, I had a full circle moment this year meeting her in real life in Bali. It was an absolute dream to meet such an inspiring woman in real life. Dominique, you inspire me and so many women to live life boldly, embrace aging as the gift that it is, to hold on to and cherish and dive deeper into your faith as I dive deeper into my faith. You inspire me. You're a friend on the other side of the screen I can tap into anytime I feel like I just need a little bit extra strength to get through life's ups and downs with dignity and class, because you are all of those things. So thank you so much for everything that you do. You are so inspiring. You've changed my whole mindset as I enter into my 50s. So grateful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mahnaz. I'm from Mumbai, India. I'm 58 years old. This year, I actually got to meet her in person in the Bali trip she organized with a beautiful community of 21 women. That experience was unforgettable. It was empowering, healing, and full of laughter and connection. Dominique, you authentically, your heart and the way you lift others up and have truly made an impact on my life. Thank you for being you and for creating a space where women can feel self-confident and celebrated. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.
Hello, surprise, Dominique. It's Marla Diane from Palos Verdes, California, down in the southern part of California near the beaches. And what a year it's been. Wow. So I was blessed with being the recipient of your giveaway, your birthday giveaway, with those wonderful beauty products. And you know, the timing of it was kind of miraculous. It was quite a blessing. It was like the angels came out, and here was that, right, that gift that I got over email from Courtney, and it made my entire week, if not my month. So I thank you for that. That was quite a bright light in my life at that point, and you always are. And I've been following you for, my gosh, I think 4 or 5 years. And I just love everything about you and what you stand for and how you really believe in women and what life means to us. So thank you and Happy New Year.
My name is Lori Gerber. I'm from New York City, now from Ithaca, New York. And I am 50 years old. And I love Dom. She is my Oprah. I am her Dr. Phil. She has made my life. First by just inspiring me to share my message with people, bringing out the best of my message, and being the kind of person who makes helping tons and tons of people look fun and giving of herself to the benefit of tons and tons of people look fun and dynamic. So that's where the inspiration comes from. And then just shouting me out to her community over and over again, which helped put my business on the map and helped me succeed. And then giving me Courtney's help as well, so that generously letting Courtney help me so that I could become a podcaster too. I am forever indebted.
Hi, Dom. It's your Jules, aka Courtney's mom. Reflecting on the past year, I just want to thank you so much for not only giving me, but giving many ladies the opportunity to bond together. And for me, I really, really came out of my comfort zone to go to Greece and a podcast. Like, that was
we got her on the podcast.
I know.
Yeah, wow. And you
Wow.
make me feel like it's okay sometimes to do that. And I so appreciate it. And looking forward to the future, you never know. Maybe I'll come out of my comfort zone a little bit more. Thank you. Love you. Mwah.
Hey there, my name is Shelly Ray. I'm 51 years old from Oxford, Alabama. Hey Dominique, you've given us great advice over the years with hair, fashion, makeup, and lifestyle through your platform, but I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for another area of my life that you have helped me with this past year. Prior to meeting you, I was going through the biggest season of change and transition in my life after losing my husband to ALS 3 years ago. I was trying to learn how to navigate life again as an empty nester and a widow. And one of my favorite things to do is travel. I was trying to figure out how to do that safely when you announced the trips in 2025 to Bali and Ireland. I was so excited. I jumped at the chance and was able to secure a spot on both trips. It was the experience of a lifetime, going to new countries, new cultures, new experiences with just a group of like-minded women. I loved getting to know you and Vic and Courtney. You are as sweet and genuine and kind and classy as I imagined you to be. So thank you so much for providing like-minded women an opportunity to travel and have these experiences together. Now, if you could just help me in another aspect of my life.
Men.
We need some middle-aged dating videos, maybe some matchmaking.
You know her too well.
I don't know. I'm struggling in that area of my life now too. I need some help. I need some videos. Love you.
Hi there, my name is Meredith, and I have a bag factory here in Conroe, Texas. I met Dominique actually through her podcast. Our publicist got us connected with her to be on her podcast. We kind of hit it off instantly. She ended up coming to my showroom in Dallas to experience a day in the boutique market with us at the Dallas World Trade Center. She has just been so fantastic to get to know and to work with, and her platform has really helped my business. She introduced a lot of women to my product who are now current customers, and I can't thank her enough for that, and we look forward to continuing our friendship and working together on some things. So thanks, Dom.
Hi, Dominique. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexia. I'm 34 years old, and I live in New York City. I was the 2024-2025 holiday giveaway on Dominique's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for that. It was so very special. What I would like to really focus on today, as I focus on my own goals for 2026, I would like to just say thank you so much for this channel and for your podcast. I know that I had a career transition this year, and Dominique, your channel really, and the content has really helped. It's a rock and a foundation, a place that I know that I could personally go to, and it's been so helpful. And because you speak about faith so boldly and you share your true life experiences, it just shows that spiritual connection is very important. So I just want to thank you for that. And I would like to say, Courtney, this channel wouldn't be the same without you. You have such a big heart, and the thought-provoking questions that you have, and the relationship that you and Dominique have, it's so special. And I can only imagine what it's like off the camera with the laughter together. And
you
so
only
thank
know.
you so much for being here every day for us. So thank you for that. And Vic, thank you for opening up your home and your life to us. The love that you and Dominique share together and how you show up in the world and is so special. And I'd like to really mention this because it's been on the back of my mind all the time when this annual year comes up. But I want to give a shout out to Audrey, because Audrey,
God, I love this girl.
brought you, Dominique, into this world, and she gave you this light. And this light inside you just bursts. You have the biggest heart, and we are just so grateful that you choose to be here every day. And so I just want to say a huge thank you to Audrey, because without her, we wouldn't have you. And I hope everyone has a blessed new year, and wonderful things are coming, and God bless you all.
Couple more.
A rotary phone.
Dominique?
Catherine.
There you are. It's Catherine Hormatz, your friend from New York. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it. Dominique, I cannot think of a category this past year alone that I have experienced major personal transformation.
That's for sure.
And you have touched every part of my life, this past year especially. Whether it's my relationships, my faith, the community I'm building around me, my health, my wellness. I've started lifting weights. I mean, I am doing things I never thought I would do before because of your wonderful, positive, inviting influence. I really can't thank you enough. As a 45-year-old midlife woman going through a lot of transformation and transition, I always prayed that I would have a role model, a mentor, a guide, a muse, and you are that person for me. So I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and tell you how much I adore you.
I don't think there's anyone on the planet whose life has been more positively impacted by Dominique than me. I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life, good and bad, victories and mistakes and failures and conquests, but the gift of Dominique by our Lord has been the greatest gift that I could have ever imagined. I feel every day such a sense of gratitude and blessing to share life with her. She is every bit of the amazing human being that everyone sees in her content. So, not only me, but to all of the others out there and countless numbers of people that she has impacted, we love her, we thank God for her, and here's to amazing blessings and many, many more in the coming 2026.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's my favorite thing to do.
This young woman, I mean, Court.
I told everyone, which also keep in mind, I had this genius idea yesterday, and everyone turned these around.
You got this turned around in less than 24 hours? So that's what Vic was recording this morning.
Yeah. Everyone, I reached out to so many people expecting to maybe get like 5.
Oh my gosh.
Catherine Hormatz is in the middle of traveling to Paris right now, and she's like, I'll do anything for you. Mahanaz recorded that at 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually insane. Insane. The amount everyone's no, instantly yes. Truly.
Well, and there it is. And that's why I keep saying yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I am, again, I can throw out all these words, Court: humbled, grateful, amazed, overwhelmed, unexpected, blessed. You always hope to reach one, and there's more than one.
Yeah, you're making me cry.
People ask me all the time, why do you keep doing it? Why? You face so much heat.
Yeah.
You take so much. Aren't you tired? Do you need it? You know? I need it in a different way. I don't need it for a living. I need it because I need impact.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that why we do what we do, is to make a difference in this world? Yeah. So that's why I do what I do. And when I see things like that, I'm so overwhelmed and blown away and inspired, honestly, to keep going and to keep doing and to keep finding new ways and better ways and and bring in new people, who are maybe looking for that. And And I can't thank you enough because I can't do this without you. I can't. I can't. You know, you are the machine that makes all of this happen. And you're more than that too. You know, you bring so much heart and soul and insight and friendship and care. And we joke all the time that our roles are, well, one day we're boss employee, and the next day we're sisters, and the next day it's mother daughter. Yeah. I feel like we
that's how we sign our cards. Love your sister,
mom, daughter,
all the things.
All the things. All the things. You're all the things. And I don't know how many people get to say that about the person that they employ or employed by. And I think that's yet another layer of this gifting that we have received that blows my mind. And to be able to witness your growth and your evolution and look at you, I mean, and that's another podcast that's coming, but there has been so much amazement and beauty and wonderful things that have happened in your life this year that I have been able to witness and be a part of and to celebrate and cheer. And it feels like a little family. Yeah. Honestly. Beyond. When you see that, it feels like a family. Yeah. And that's how I will continue to look at this. All those numbers that you read at me at the start of this podcast, great, amazing, killer, cool, wow. But in the end, we're all a real tight family.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy to think that like all of these people, besides Vic, we've met by doing this. Yes. Whether that was in person. Yes. I thought even like the giveaway winners were so cool to include because it's like we never even met them. They won a giveaway and they were just even so moved by that and they watched your content.
Thank you for asking them to do that.
Oh, I couldn't believe that they said yes and they did it so quickly. And even Alexia, she sent me this I told everyone to keep it under a minute and she sent me this video and I was like ready to like chop it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't cut anything she said. It's so amazing. Like
what a wise young woman.
Yes, I thought the same thing. And so, truly shout out to everyone. If you're in this video, you know who you are.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
The best of the best. And I think they all speak for everyone. I think that's in the community or that has been on a trip, that like everyone is in agreement with those words.
Wow. Well, it lands in a very soft and tender place. And I'm so grateful. And just a funny backstory real quick, Catherine Hormatz, who was doing the rotary dial telephone. I met her the first time I was asked to be on the Today Show. Mm-hmm. And I went there and, they have an audience, live audience. She was the first person I met when I got out of the car.
Insane.
At some god-awful time, like 5:30 in the morning, holding a sign that said, "Be bold and be blessed." And that was our first encounter. Mm-hmm. And we have stayed in touch ever since. When we were on the podcast tour, she came to the Buffalo show. Yep. She texts me. We have home addresses, emails. I know her life. She knows mine. But that was the point of connection right there. And I just look at how that relationship has grown.
Yeah, I would say truly when you connect with like, and again, I'm in agreement with you. I don't like calling them like your fans because it's truly a community. And I feel like even like, I remember when we were on the trip and on the Bali trip and someone was like, oh yeah, my son told me not to be weird and like to not ask for a picture. And he said to be prepared if you don't even talk to us.
Like what?
What? Are
you kidding me?
So just, I don't know. It's such a testament that again, you've met all these people along the way or even haven't. Yeah. And everyone just so like feels connected with you and feels your sincerity and your authenticity and even again what a testament that they all sent me this in
my gosh
5 seconds.
I can't
truly
believe it.
5 seconds. They were all absolutely so happy to do it and instantaneously got responses. And I was like,
wow, that is such a gift. Honestly, that's I'm now thinking back to the podcast of when I talked about the holidays and how everything's gotten crazy with, spending money and gifts and, all this madness. That is the most impactful thing I could ever receive. Do not do anything for me. No, I'm serious. Do not do anything for me during the holidays Well, this is now New Year's, so I'm making sure that you don't. We're recording before, New Year's, but that was my gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I like to get you a little something.
I know. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who participated in that.
Yes.
Thank you. And to everybody who has participated in this platform in one way or another.
At all.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Happy New Year.
Wow. You got me. Thank you. And Happy New Year and good things in 26 that we promise. But we're not going anywhere.
Never.
Nope.
We're in it.
We're in it.
Let's do it all over again.
Okay.
Bye.